that'll work.
Yeah. I think there were a fair number of red flags in that class,
Yeah.
especially coming for the end. So, is the question, how do I know that something is off?
I think it's
what?
more, yeah, what am I asking? I think it's more like when we, when you're lesson planning or we're lesson planning together, I mean, like, this is as much a question for me too, thinking about
Yeah.
like, how do I know when I'm doing a lesson plan that this idea is either, there's too many problems with what I'm asking to do from a pacing perspective that this likely won't work, or, I can totally see why this will work from a pacing perspective, do that instead.
Yeah.
So then I'm just wondering, like, we're like looking
Okay,
at...
so there's a few things. So one of them would be to have a really concrete deliverable that is then assessed in some way, right? Either by me, so like, hey, I'm going to take a look at this and give you a 1 or a 0 for it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or we are going to talk about what you've produced as a class, right? And then identifying how that deliverable, like, why does this matter?
Yeah.
Is this like a skill piece? Am I going to use this as part of the project? Like stuff like that.
Certainly having
So-
deliverables is helpful. But
So that as like the kind of conclusion, like part of the wrap up is a part of it.
Yeah.
I think like
But in terms of intrinsic motivation, because I think that's a good extrinsic motivator
Yeah.
always, but we want them getting excited to do it intrinsically.
the empathy piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
So-
yeah.
The thing that made the Uncle Sam thing work is being able to put yourself in the shoes of someone,
Yeah.
like in that case literally, right? Like they're like, oh, this is what it's like to have that finger pointed at you, right?
Yeah.
With this one, it's a little trickier, right? And we could even name, like, there is at least one thing in this poster that is the equivalent of that moment that we just had, right? That technique that's playing on your brain,
Sure.
there's at least one in this one. And we're gonna try to figure this out together. And to do that, you're gonna have to, and then we get into you're gonna have to contextualize this and then see what techniques you see there, and then think about, you are a person. I think this maybe is the way to go with this, even though it's a little cheap/fraud. You are a young person in China in the late 1960s, and you see this poster. Why might this be ineffective? Like, why might this get you to do the thing?
Well, we know it did because millions of Chinese kids get on that train.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a puzzle that requires some kind of
it's
solution.
still- Yeah, so anyway, big picture. So regardless of what the question is.
No, I'm less concerned about that. I'm more concerned about what's the lesson for future lesson planning.
Okay, so I think the empathy piece
Yeah.
is the big one, and that I have to shift these exercises away from, like, yes, there are these analytical steps that you need to learn how to do well. But you also cannot do this without putting yourself just a little bit in the shoes of someone at this
So
time.
let's think about let's do that. Let's do that for. You want to work on a future?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, terrific.